Yeah.
Hang on.
We were trying to pick sayings out of the film we could use, but none of them are fit for YouTube.
That's the only one.
We'll just move on. Yeah. Steve Madden.
That's okay.
So this is Corey's Huracan from Rap Capital, who wrapped my R8. And they went to Supercar Fest and he broke it. So let's figure out what's wrong with it. I think I know what's wrong with it, but let's have a look. So it's a twin turbo.
Give me a boot first.
Oh yeah, let's get through this. La la la. Right, so we're in the MoTeC. It's running like a bag of shit, but can you hear that? Yeah? So it's that fuel pump. It's the high pressure fuel pump. Let me...
Ah, there we go. Turbos.
I have a spanner.
The spanner's just leaving.
And a valve. He's not a spanner. We can't say what he is. Yeah, so we can normally get on the... Ow, I got that. Screws outside the pump. And this is what lifts the needle up and down inside the pump to create pressure. Trying to smell my tip.
Let's have a look. Hang on.
That's the
Hold
answer.
it there a minute. Right. Whoa! That is minging.
That is what we call electrically burnt.
So what's caused that to be so stinky?
Naturally, it's electrically failed. I don't drive the DI that hard because this has got obviously a big fuel system on it, so we don't drive DI that hard. Just one of them things, mate. I think like coil packs failing,
yeah,
turbos batter everything as well.
Yeah, true.
All right, let's fucking see what this does. So if these both now run at 50 bar or 5 megabars, megapascals, whatever it is. Right, that needs a pair of pumps.
Pumps are not going to be cheap, are they?
We're going to have a look. Engine speed reference diagnostic.
So what power is this making?
About 1200.
Is it? It's quite lively then.
Yeah, Richard. Who's the Richard guy from Gas Monkey? Richard Rawland. Hey? Yeah, he signed his charge cooler because Corey did burnouts in his compound last year before SEMA.
There we go.
Right, Davla.
Anyway,
a pump is supersedes to an S. $500. It's not bad actually.
That's not too bad, is it? You need 2.
We're gonna have 2 of them.
Plus the vattings.
All right. Then we need. It comes with the fitting for the fuel hose. We don't need that.
This isn't the only twin turbo Huracan in here, is it? Either, is it?
No, there's lots. Right, so I've ordered 2 pumps, 2 tappets, done.
Are they available? That is the question.
Oh, fuck, I wanted bolts. Hang on. Engine.
So check out Corey's Instagram, there he is.
And then we have got, it's going on the dyno, and then we've got to do, right, pumps back order.
Of course it is.
Right, that's that, diagnose and fix. Give me something else to do.
Well, that's a quick one.
I know.
Hang on, Timmy's making a bit of noise over there.
Yeah, I mean, fucking come on. This is how good a boss I am. He fucking breaks a Homer he's doing last night. It's still on a dyno. It's still on a ramp at 20 to 12 the next day.
Dave's fault. He gave it to me. Bogey on wheels.
It's all right. You don't do it for Dave, do you? You do it for Beth.
No.
His face.
So,
let's see what's next. Right, so we're underneath the perf. And it's in for manual MoTeC conversion.
So what's it on at the moment? Just stock?
Yeah, it's on a bit. It was on stock.
I spy some billet goodness.
Yeah. So this was originally built by Lichos, wasn't it? Litchfields, a couple of years back. And then it was tuned on stock ECU by Nick Kasperger.
Nick K?
Who did the Bonneville car when I was at Skoda.
Yeah.
He works for Perron, doesn't he?
I think he would say he works with Perron.
With Perron, yeah. I can't remember what they're called. So it had like a max ECU boost controller on it. We've modified the charge coolers to put intake air temp and boost pressure. We've put an external manifold pressure on it. So we put 3 pressure sensors on it, 2 air temp sensors on it. We have put different wastegate control valve because it had like an N75 valve.
Can't see any of that.
I'll bring it down now and show you.
Yeah.
Have you got the valve?
It's in the MoTeC box.
Right, first of all, there is the Garrett turbo on one side, and then obviously there's another one on this side, just through there.
Lovely, lovely.
This has got some MoTeC springs on it, I can see as well.
Yeah, we just put them on.
How was that to fit?
Where's the valve, bastard?
The spring's in it.
Yeah.
I'm not like Tom, I don't take 2 days to fit one spring. Right, mate?
Timmy!
Tiny Timmy. Where's the valve, Matt?
So what turbo kit was this? I can see an A there for Alpha.
Alpha. Yeah, AMS.
AMS.
Yeah. Yeah, Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo turbo kit, yeah.
So we've gone. So the Mac valve's going to sit up here, and then we make the lines out of AN fittings. So Matt's been making lines. So we've gone off the turbo because it was originally out of the manifold.
Yep.
And I don't like that because it's after the throttle bodies. So we come off the compressor housing into the wastegate control solenoid.
Yep.
And then.
Oh, it's a nice.
So this was the programmable boost controller that was sat here.
Yeah.
And then controlled. They're the wastegate line.
Hang on, let me just show that again.
Oh, there you go. That's the original wastegate valve thing.
Yep.
So we're getting rid of that. And we'll come off the turbo. And then Matt will remake that line. Because you've got push fitting to screw fitting and all sorts. So we just get rid of that. Go to just screw fittings.
Yeah. So, nothing's coming loose. Everything's easily.
Yeah. It's got uprated fuel system on it. So it's got a big fuel system. Yeah.
What sort of power is it making?
It'll be good. I don't know what it was doing before, but on pump gas it'll do 1,000 easy. Yeah, it'll do 1,000 easy. The problem you start getting into then is like it's on a 10 plate. Did he say it's got a second gear in it?
I don't know.
I'll have to double check because obviously second gear is restricted to 600 foot-pounds. But what the MoTeC gives you over stock ECUs and stuff like that is the drivability. It's just unreal.
And I guess you've got all the safety.
Yeah.
Cores on there.
And then we can run boost cut, lean cut, oil pressure cut, everything.
Yeah.
Corey's was originally on stock ECU. They run like this DS1 thing. And when it used to get on the gas, didn't you? And it would like shake you to bits. Yeah. When you catch the boost right, it would go into like a PID wind up on boost control. But then we found stuff with that as well. So that's gone on. That's on aftermarket. And then we're going to put a T1 Haldex loom on that as well, so we can control the four-wheel drive system.
So can you make it fully rear-wheel drive with that?
You can make it fully rear-wheel drive, but you then use the aftermarket ECUs to control the Haldex.
These don't look stock. Have these been painted?
No, stock on a perf.
Oh, of course.
They're gold,
it's a perf, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's lovely.
An awesome looking thing,
This is lush. This is the best Lambo.
Yeah.
I love these. Yeah. I do love these. If I could have a Huracan, I'd have one of these.
Yeah. Well, you did have one.
I did have one.
Did you miss that?
Yeah.
We had fun in that, didn't we?
Yeah. I'd love to do what I've done to the R8 to a Huracan.
Yeah. You just don't really see that, do you?
No. But the other side of it is that Huracan I had on finance and it was 1,500 quid a month.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, I didn't begrudge paying 1,500 quid a month. I begrudged sitting it there for 6 months in winter while I didn't use it and spending 9 grand on having it sat there.
So this, we can have a little bit of a workshop-y, updatey type vid as well with this, can't we?
Yeah.
We haven't really done that for a while.
No. So what have we got?
And also over the other side.
Matt's doing an oil pipe. So on a DCT, oil return hose, which goes from the top of the oil cooler to the tank, you've got to take the exhaust off, the oil tank out and the H frame out, because the pipe comes along the top and then U-bends under the exhaust manifold.
Yes.
And
Looks
then
like a bit of a faff.
it's,
all right.
it's like the
Once
worst
you've got
one.
that away.
Just leave that going. The black one, we've put Larini Sports Cats on it and got rid of these. And we get rid of these because that comes out of them.
Yep.
And that goes in your engine.
And then engine very bad.
Engine bad. We got one over the other side.
So these are the stock cats, aren't they?
These are stock
And it's a
cats.
5 litre.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that you recommend anybody gets one of these.
Everybody, if you own a 5 litre, get these the f out of your car. There you go. Can you see up in the corner there? If you look at the very top where that seam is,
Right.
can you see the cap breaking away? Can you see the cap breaking away there? You can see it.
Yeah.
And that's what, when you bang them. But of course on reversion, so when you shut the throttle, it'll suck all that shit back in your engine. So there is another one over the other side that's got bore score from the cats. That doesn't look the right pipe.
New fern.
That's a feed hose he's got here.
Bottom one.
Matthew,
The wrong pipe.
look what I have got for you.
Ah, Ricky's got the.
I think it's that one.
Yeah, Ricky's got the right pipe.
As if
Just
by
tell him
magic.
that's for a different car though. So go and hit Nath with that.
I'm allowed to hit him with it.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
in there?
Yeah.
New fun.
Come on.
You're useless.
He's not biting. I can see him.
Not listening.
He didn't make me tea either, did he?
would have lost my mind.
Lost my shit. Yes, we've done cats. We do the hill engineering clamps, which I don't think you can see. Oh yeah, you can. If you look up there. Stainless clamps.
Oh, they're lovely.
Yeah.
They look expensive.
They're about 120 quid each, but the Lamborghini ones are like £75 a half. And so they're dearer and they'll last longer because the other ones are cast. We've done aircon leak, aircon pressure switch, condenser, compression test, big inspection, just give him peace of mind, which is why he went for the cats, because his engine is in good order. And a few bits and pieces to get sorted, and then that's done, ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll ignore that.
Definitely ignore that.
What's that?
No, he said it's your fault.
Why is it my fault? No, I said that's the return hose. You didn't. I said that's the return hose, that's the feed hose. 20 years I've been doing this, mate. I think I know which fucking hose it is.
No worries.
Front hose, feed hose, return hose.
Which one do you want?
Hey, the return hose.
Point?
Return hose.
Point?
That one. The one that goes into the oil cooler. From the oil cooler.
Rick, something's arrived in the post for you.
Oh, is it?
Here, look.
Oh, to fix my car.
Is it?
Yeah. As that.
Who was I with yesterday? And we were adding up how much it was going to cost to fix your car.
Don't know, why?
It was me.
It was you, was it? Yeah. We reckon, you might not want to put this on video because
Well, I'm going to anyway.
you're watching. How much was that trim piece?
500 quid.
That's 500 quid.
So 500 quid for the trim piece. Then you've now got to pay Corey to wrap it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. New carbon blade,
Yeah.
which is, yeah.
Yeah.
New tyres.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we like a little touch of a cone has cost you.
And no, my tyre went down, and then that's what caused me to touch the cone.
Yeah, so I reckon it must be close to like that.
Probably. Well, how much are tyres? Tyres are going to be £1,000, aren't they?
Yeah.
600. What are they front? 600 quid. If I can find another set of blades, I think I paid like 1,500 quid for those.
Okay.
Two, so I don't know.
Four.
3, 4. is what it is, isn't it? The other side of it is, mate, you go into turn into tower and that tyre goes down on me and I'm in the wall and it's more than that.
Yeah.
So
savage. Such a little thing costs so much.
Yeah, so we just need to finish screwing them down really. So I think Jimmy's in over the weekend to do 3 more.
Yep.
And then we can load them.
So just getting these down here, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. So the blue one's in storage. Jordan's just done PPF on the black one and we're waiting on a few parts to get that finished. OE62's up for sale. And then we all know the story about the Testarossa.
Yep.
Yeah, we can get that finished.
So this one being for sale then, you'll be able to check out the REP Southern Storage website.
Yeah, so it's 2012 R8 V10 Plus, so DCT gearbox, carbon ceramic brakes, carbon blades. Yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah, and then this is the McLAREN that came in with a load of list of faults and they've bought it, it's got a warranty on it and the warranty has rejected everything.
Everything?
Yeah. It's like 20 grand worth of parts, mate. It needs dampers, steering rack, door lock, fuel flap actuator, and a warranty of just told them no on everything. Not even considered it. And it's been sat here fucking months waiting for the warranty company to send an assessor out. And then they've literally turned up, looked at it, and told him to do one.
Have to pay himself, or is he just gonna...
I think the difficulty is they're going to be on a budget.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
So once again, the warranty.
I'm not putting refurbed racks on supercars and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't. You're like, it's not us. So if that doesn't fit well with how the client wants to repair the car, then there's a conversation to be had. But these steering racks refurbs.com shit like that, mate, I can't have it because car gets to the bottom of the road and wipes a family out. I'm the one in court.
100%.
So it has new parts, or it doesn't.
And then here's your beast.
Yep. The dampers are back off it. They've gone to Emerson.
Okay.
Because he wants to do some upgrades. I've got to fix the blade.
So we showed the new...
the new one's over the other side.
The new part through there.
So we get that sorted.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we're...
ready to rock.
I think
Is that where the...
That's where the
cone hit, yeah.
But it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. It'll be all right.
Track car, innit? That's it.
Track car.
Let's go and look at a crazy new Audi that's been released.
All right, cool.